Welcome to Old World. This is a game that's been out for a little over a year, and I just got it on Steam and learned it because I'm a big fan of Civilization and those type of games. And it's about ancient history, which I'm passionate about. So, and I'm going to play some scenarios here that came out called Heroes of the Aegean, and we're going to do the Battle of Marathon. So let's get to it. Alright, the scenario begins here. It tells you a little story. I'm not going to read it. You can pause it. But basically, the Persians are invading. It's the first invasion of Greece under General Datis. And let's prepare. And here we have the city of Athens. And I do have a few units. Now, this game is big on family members and building, similar to Civilization, but also Crusader Kings. You have family issues and characters. But for this purpose here, this is purely a battle, all military, and you just have to follow the oath. And let's see, we got some orders here. It's not many. We got 8 orders. So I don't have many troops. Got a hoplite chariot out of mines here. 2 over here. And the Persian fleet is ready to land on the plains of Marathon. So we do have 300 training. So let's do some promotions here. Combat is always good. It gives a little bit edge when you attack. And I am going to have to attack eventually. And we're down to 100. Maybe I got another guy I can promote. Alright, we're down to 0, so I can't promote anymore. I do have a couple orders left. So I have some Tokhatai archers. Let's move them over here. And basically I'm out of orders. Let's take a look at the map here. They did a good job. And here are the Spartans. Oh, they got a nice army. I don't really have much as the Athenians, but for many of you know the historical background, most of it you could read in Herodotus. And the Persian army is ready to land and punish Athens for supporting the Ionian revolt, which took place a few years before that. Athens sent a few ships, and it was a revolt in Asia Minor, and it took the Persians quite a while to put down. But they didn't forget that Athens and another city-state, Euboea, participated. So King Darius sent a fleet initially under Mardonius in 492 through northern Greece and an army. And then Macedonia submitted, but he had some issues with the supply fleet being hit by storms, so he had to call that off. So 2 years later, he sent Datis, his son-in-law, to cross the Aegean from Asia Minor. He did some island hopping, burned and destroyed whoever resisted on those islands, and then landed in Evia, and it was one of the culprits that helped in the Ionian revolt, and the capital city of Eritrea was burned. So now it was Athens' turn. So let's see what happens in this scenario. Okay, you have started a goal. Block the exits from the plain of Marathon within 3 turns. Alright, you can read all this here. Basically, we're outnumbered and we need help. Oh, wow. That's a good-sized Persian army. Look at the archers. A lot of missile troops and cavalry. Oh, this does not look good. This does not look good. So let's do the first goal here is we have to, within 3 turns, we have to put some units on the approach to Athens. So start with this one. Occupy this. A chariot unit, let's occupy this. And let's bring the hoplites. There's one. All right. Met the goal. And now Athens has to, running for help, has to get help from Sparta. So we got a runner, and we need to send him to Sparta. There he is, Phidippides, the hero. All right, let's bring some Spartan troops back. About as far as you can run. See, I got 6 orders left. All right, let's position the archers behind the infantry. So if anyone approaches here, we can fire at them. And we got 1 left. Start marching. That's it. With 0 orders. Unlike civilization, you just can't move every unit. You can only move units as many orders as there are. So let's see what the Persians do. God, they got a lot of missile troops. They can just come forward and just shower me with arrows. They need to fortify. They do nothing. Okay. Run, Phidippides, run! Set to Sparta. Let's see what else we can do here. Let's bring this hoplite closer. Get the chariot over here. I have a hoplite coming in 1 turn, so there's going to be some reinforcements. Persians haven't done anything. There's really, do I have any orders? Can I promote anybody? I don't see anything, so just go to the next turn. And still they do nothing. So you have to remember historically what happened is that the Persian army landed in Marathon under the advice of the former tyrant of Athens who was ousted 20 years ago called Hippias. He was an elderly man, and basically what this operation here was is Persia, yes, wanted to punish the Athenians, but their main goal was regime change. So Hippias came along, and he probably told them, look, all you got to do is show up and show strength. And that's generally what the Persians try to do initially, is just show a force and get their enemies to just say, okay, we don't have a chance here, we'll submit. And they had some type of autonomy. But as long as you supplied troops when the Persians needed and paid your taxes, everything was fine. They did give you a degree of autonomy. So this is probably what happened here in this case. They were just facing each other. The hoplites, if there was a possible way to solve this problem without violence, the Persians were always for that, and figuring that they had such an overwhelming army to scare anybody that it's just a matter of time. The supporters of Hippias, which there were still lots of them in Athens at that time, would just stage a coup, and the mission would be accomplished. Athens would become a vassal of Persia. So this is maybe the reason why there were all these delays at Marathon and the Persians didn't attack right away. So this kind of plays in pretty well in this game. All right, let's build a hoplite. And run, Pheidippides, run. Where are you at, Pheidippides? Come on, can you make it? Alright, you got to do the Persians may attack. Come on. Alright, I have accumulated some training. Alright, this is too expensive here to promote. I can promote the hoplite here. Tough combat. Gives you a little extra boost when you attack. The chariot. Chariots are good at bloodthirsty because whenever they attack a weak unit, they can crush it. And then they get another attack when they advance in a hex, so this is good with chariots, which I'll show you. Alright, we can do that, and anybody else with a cheap promotion? Alright, maybe not. And the Persians are still waiting. Look, guys. Do you really think you can beat us? Do you really think you have a chance? We got you outnumbered. So just a little more time. But of course they can't sit there forever because their supplies would run out. But they do have a fleet. Okay, Pheidippides. You gotta make it to Sparta. Oh no. The Spartans can't come because they have festival for another week. Ouch. Alright, that goal is completed. And a new goal is wait for the strategoi to reach a decision. So we'll see what happens. And the Spartans are not arriving. Give it another week. I had a similar situation in college. I used to be in a cricket dart team. And there's one bar we had a tournament on a given weekend. And one of our team members belonged to a fraternity. He was the best player. And unfortunately, on that weekend, they had a lot of parties, and he couldn't help us out. He couldn't play cricket. So, yeah, because he had parties to go to. And I know the feeling. This is exactly what happened here. But in our case, we didn't win. We didn't do too well without him, so it would have been great had he been with us. But historically here, let's see what happens. Okay, the Persians still haven't attacked. So let's move a hoplite, bring him this way. No promotions, no upgrades. Alright, the Persians still outnumbers. Look at all the cavalry they have. That's still, I mean, if that whole group just started to attack, just all their archers alone could eliminate 2 units right off the bat, and then their cavalry can charge right into mine. And the way to Athens is open. They're not doing anything. They're just, I guess, waiting for us to surrender and accept the tyrant Hippias back. Regime change, that's what it is. Get on your nerves, make you fearful, and where regime change would take place and no battle is necessary. And that is a tactic the Achaemenid Persians did use a lot. Okay, you can facing the enemy together. Okay, you can read this. This is unexpected but very welcome. All right, the Plataeans decided to join in. So we got a few reinforcements. Excellent. That will help a little bit. So there's an extra hoplite. Let's bring him over in this place. We do have a Plataean hoplite. Move him up here. Plataean archer, excellent. Get ready. Well, at least now got a little bit of a barrier here. And this is a militia unit. Probably not going to do much. Just really an emergency unit. They're not that good. Let's bring them over here. So now we got a decent army. I mean, still with all these Persian archers. All right, what are they waiting for? Doesn't look like we're going to give in or surrender. So what are you going to do now? Oh, okay, now or never. Okay, this is important here. The Persian cavalry has boarded ships. That's what happened historically. They somehow were not in Marathon when the battle took place. Time for the strategoi to put their plans into action. You have started a goal. Destroy the Persian army within 7 turns. Okay. Okay, I've completed the goal of wait for the strategoi. Oh, yes. All right, the Persian cavalry is gone. They boarded the ships again. And on the Persians' part, I think it was a very logical strategy. Let's build a hoplite over here. When thinking with Hippias with them, the Athenian army now is tied up at Marathon. The Persians still outnumbered them. At least even or outnumbered them. Enough of a force with lots of archers to tie up the Athenian army at Marathon. And now the strategy of Hippias and Datis is to sail the cavalry and land them near Athens. And then they would be at the rear of the Athenian army. And the Athenians, seeing that, would possibly open the gates immediately and surrender. Or the Persian army would attack finally, and then the cavalry would hit the Athenians in a rear of Marathon. Pretty good plan. But what the Persians didn't count on is that these Athenian hoplites had balls of steel. And they were going to launch an offensive. Charge right into the archers and the missiles. As it happened historically. I mean, they just ran. And the missiles didn't have much of an effect because they were running at full speed. And they were physically fit. And then once they engaged with the Persians, the battle took place. And the Persians were suddenly at a disadvantage. Even though they still had the numbers. But let's attack. And I remember you only have 16 orders, so I got to do this right. Let's weaken as many archers as I can. Bring in the Plataeans first. Give them a taste of battle. Push them back into the sea. Okay, great. Now going on the offensive. Get that line. I do have an order left. One order left. Fire. Oh, there's one unit gone. I don't have any orders left. I would really like to get an attack going on this flank here. Just pincer movement and pin them all. So this is what happened at a certain point. The Athenians just started to charge and attack the Persians. And I think that really surprised the Persians. They did not expect this. They expected that stalemate to happen, and the cavalry would have been able to unload in the rear of Athens and encircle the army or cause the Athenians to immediately surrender, seeing that the situation was hopeless. And the supporters of Hippias would have opened the gates at that point. But the Battle of Marathon is on right now. Probably going to suffer some casualties because look at all these archers. That's actually good. All right. Oh my, look at the missiles. Woo! Oh my gosh, that's a lot. All right, I do see an opportunity here, which I think I should take advantage immediately. Is hit the flank. Hit that flank. All right, here I'm going to show you how to use a chariot. You get behind, you annihilate that unit, and now you get another attack. Let's attack over here. You get one more attack. There you go. And get a hoplite over here. Let's get that hoplite line going. Fire. And let's all right, I only got 3 orders left. All right, let's eliminate another archer, because that's less shots on our troops. So I got that. He already fired and only got 1 movement. Okay, I don't have any orders left. So now I got a flank attack going here. Well, that's what happened in Marathon is Miltiades, the general, strengthened the flanks. And while the center was pulling back, the flanks attacked. Pretty much a Cannae tactic of what Hannibal did without the cavalry in the rear, but it pushed him back to the marshes and the sea. All right, let's see. Probably going to lose a unit or 2, but I do have the advantage at this point. I got a unit over here. Oh, they hate that art. That chariot's dangerous, so I understand them attacking it. They're attacking missile units. All right, let's do the double attack. Let's do another attack over here. I know that unit's going to die. Let's get behind them. Can I move this unit up? Yep. Hit that flank. Oh, they are so screwed. Let's see, I got 3 orders left. Let's eliminate that one. Okay, there's another unit gone. I do have an order left where I can attack. Let's hit this one to weaken him even more. Alright, I'm out of orders. It looks like they're getting encircled. Yeah, they're going to kill that chariot. I figured that. Get that chariot in here. Eliminate that. Get another attack. To eliminate that group. I should have used the chariot. Oh, I already did. Okay. How many orders? I still got 9 orders. Wow. Oh, I wasn't able to kill him. 3 orders left. Let's kill this unit. Oh, I ran out of orders. Let's see if I can do something different here. Nice thing is you can redo the move. So I got to attack immediately. I do have a shot here. Oh, they all moved already. Alright, what do I do? Alright. Oh, that didn't do it. Wow. Okay. Hit that one, and I think I'm out of orders. Okay. Oh, Athens needs to produce another hoplite. And now I can end the turn. Alright, they're getting... All right. Let's weaken this one. Now I'm going to bring up the chariot and get a double attack. There's one. And it didn't advance. Probably ran out of movement. Okay. You're dead. still have 7 orders. You're so dead. They moved. This one's full strength here. Nikomen! Alright, they got crushed. Alright, victory is ours. Flanks were no match. Yeah, they made a little mistake here earlier. They fixed it where they said it was General Datis, not Mardonius, but here they still, on the last one, they didn't fix this part here on the update. They still say General Mardonius. At this point, he was relieved, and it was Datis that was in command. But it was victory. We destroyed the Persian army. Today we won. One day we know Persia will return. So this was really a humiliating defeat for the Persians. Let's take a look here. I think I only maybe lost 1 or 2 units. This was a total crush. And so what happened at this point, once the Persians got crushed, the Athenian army returned to Athens in full sight of the Persian navy that was ready to disembark the cavalry. And seeing that the Athenian army was back in Athens, they said, okay, something terrible happened at Marathon. We lost. We need to go back home to Persia. And that's exactly what happened. They went home to Persia. And I believe Hippias died shortly after. I mean, it wasn't long. So the tyrant was dead. So now, I mean, there was no chance of regime change. The only thing left was for Persia to mount another invasion and to burn Athens to the ground and just really teach the Greeks a lesson for not submitting. And that will happen in the next scenario. All right, so this is actually a pretty good game. I enjoy it, and I especially enjoy the scenarios. So, thank you for watching. You have a good day.